Hello, Internet. It is I, the Malik Aaron, and welcome back to Box Office Predictions. Today we're going to be talking about Novocaine. So, as usual, we're going to be going over the pros and cons. So, let's get to it. Pros. So, as we can talk about the cast, this movie stars Huey from The Boys, Jack Quaid, Dennis Quaid's kid, if you didn't know that. But yeah, so in the movie world, well, his first movie was The Hunger Games as a Marvel, and it's mostly like supporting role stuff. He was in Scream 5, and he was one of the many faces in Oppenheimer. But recently, he started in Companion, a movie that didn't do great financially. It should have done way better because it's a really, really good movie. It's my favorite movie of the year so far. But yeah, but he's mainly known for his role as Huey Campbell in The Boys. One of Amazon's biggest shows. It might be their biggest show. I'm not sure what their biggest show is anymore, but The Boys is hella popular. So, yeah. So obviously most people recognize him from that show. Let's look at the rest of this Amber Mid Thunder. Like what has she been in? Okay. Apparently she was in Prey, but that was a Hulu movie, so I can't really comment on her that much. I don't know what else she's been in. Maybe some shows, some streaming shows that I'm just aren't clicking in my head. But I'll look up just in case. Okay, yeah, so it's mainly like TV shows. Yeah, yeah, mainly TV shows. And also Opus, which are both released the same day, which is kind of strange. You don't see that too often, an actor being in two different movies that come out at the exact same time. But I will say she has a pretty cool last name, Mid Thunder. That's unique. I like that. It isn't even mentioned here, but like I forgot dude's name. I gotta look it up. But yeah, Ned from the MCU Spider-Man movies. He's here too. So he's very much recognizable because those movies made hundreds of millions of dollars. In the case of Far From Home and No Way Home, billions of dollars. So yeah, Jacob Batalon. Okay, so you have some recognizable faces in here, so I'll label that as a pro. Another pro is reviews for this are quite good, actually. 81% critic score, 88% audience score. Its cinema score is a little lower than I would want it to be because it's a B, same score as Black Bag, so word of mouth is not overwhelmingly positive. um, but still, reviews like the audience score are good. The cinema score is just less so for some reason. But um so word of mouth seems to be solid enough. So I'll label that as a pro. Even with like the B cinema score. I guess the B cinema score I'll label that as a con. Another pro is that there's no real direct competition for this movie. There's no real action movies that are out right now. I mean, I guess there's Brave New World, but that movie's a month old and it's kind of nearing the end of its run. So, yeah. Yeah. And there won't be another action movie come out till 2 weeks from now with A Working Man with Jason Statham. So, this movie has some time to play out. So, I'll label that as a pro. Another pro is that, I think this movie has, In theory, it has a much better chance of breaking out than Companion, because Companion is kind of a hard movie to explain without completely spoiling it. Well, Novocaine, the premise is pretty simple to understand. You have Nathan Kane here, and he has a condition where he can't feel any pain, right? So you could literally, take a knife, stab him in the hand, and he just won't feel anything. He'll just be like, oh, damn, what was that for? Like, most people would scream in pain, not Nathan. No, he wouldn't feel a damn thing. And so then his, I guess, like, well, not really, well, the girl he loves gets kidnapped, and so he has to save her, and then I've seen the movie, so over the course of the movie, he gets more and more and more beat up, and nothing will stop him. So, yeah, it's very much a John Wick-esque movie, a more comedic John Wick-esque movie with a very... Someone described Jack Quaid as like the least likely John Wick, and I'm like, yep, that's it. You nailed it. Like, um, can't be more accurate than that. But yeah, the premise is simple. It's easy to explain, and it has a lot of comedic potential. So I would label that as a pro as well. Um, Another pro is Thursday previews. Although some of this aren't entirely Thursday previews, but this number's not bad. For like an original R-rated, action comedy. I mean, this isn't like a terrible result. 1.75 million. So, I guess I'll label that as a pro. Okay, cons. Okay, so the box office is in a really shitty state right now, and judging by early numbers, it's getting a whole lot worse. So that box office depression is just, it tends to affect everything until like a real blockbuster like shows up and gets everyone to go to the theater. We've yet to really have that. I know some would argue, well, what about Brave New World? Well, Brave New World didn't do great. Like, we need a blockbuster that really pops off, and 2025 is yet to have that. So yeah, that's a serious issue. So yeah, just a very depressed market. I gotta label that as a con. I guess another con is that, I mean, okay, so Jack Quaid, everyone knows him like from The Boys, right? As Huey. But this is like his first time as like in a leading role. Because like in Companion, he was just like the secondary compared to Sophie Thatcher. Like, she was the main character. And Novocaine, Jack Quaid is the main character. So it was like a big old test for him for like his drawing power. So the risk there, I'll label that as a con. I can't think of any other serious cons. I think it's all I can really think of. Okay, so opening weekend, I with these preview numbers, I thought this would open in the teens. I really did. I thought that would be like, okay, that's solid enough. That's pretty decent. But then I look at the early numbers I'm seeing, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Only $8 million is supposed to open with, and I'm just like, huh? What the shit? Like, that's worse than Companion. So like, I didn't expect that at all. So who knows? I'm gonna be optimistic and say I'm gonna say between 8 to 10 million. I'm hoping it hits double digits. If it doesn't, then that's fucking embarrassing for the whole box office. But I'm gonna say 8 to 10 million, and its legs should be okay. So I'm gonna say between like somewhere between like 20 to 30 million, and that's it. So that was Novocaine. We got one more movie to do, and that's Opus, and then we're done for the weekend. Yay! Ugh. Ugh. Another weekend where I do some videos like at night, I pass out, then I said, "Fuck it, I'm going to sleep for a few hours," and I gotta do the rest of this like in the morning. So, yeah, fun times. But yeah, so that's it. That's all. Make sure to subscribe, like this video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, share the whole drill. We'll check out more videos like this. Got playlists on the homepage. All previous prediction videos I made this year, the past few years. Want to watch any of them? Go right ahead. There's also box office recap. Yeah, box office recaps where I go with the box office results for any particular month. February, I may do tonight. Maybe. We'll see. See if I'm up for it. But yeah, so the February recap I might film tonight and it might come out tomorrow sometime. We'll see. But my March recap that'll be like in mid-April, around roughly Easter time, roughly. Ooh, that video! I just know it will be of all the recap videos I'll be doing I've done on this channel. It will probably be the most negative in tone. I'm just gonna give you a fair warning, judging by what I've seen. So yeah, stay tuned for that. But if you want to watch any of the past recap videos I made on the channel, you can go right ahead. There's also the canceled series, 250 episodes. Went over all the movies that were supposed to come out but didn't. Never talked about Novocaine, at least not in detail. I don't think I ever mentioned it. No, I don't think so. I don't remember. But if you want to watch you want to binge watch that series from beginning to end, I highly suggest you do that. So go do it. And yeah, that's it. That's all. I am out. Goodbye.